back here and we're going to say like on enter. We're going to want a variable such as it's going to be like a decision countdown timer. And we're going to change that to a float. And we're gonna actually set it. So we're gonna set this, and we are gonna set it to, let's see, it's like time. Let's get our level time, F. Is that really what we want to do? Or do we want to just get like a random number here? And do we want to just decrease our time based on our update tick? Probably want to do it based on our update tick, but we could also do it based on countdown timer. We should actually probably make a countdown timer object thing at some point, but I think what I'm actually going to do is a random float in range, and we're going to do it from maybe 1 second to 3 seconds. And this random float in range I wrote. That's a, oh wait, no, that's something that already existed. I want my own. See what I called it? Math utils should exist. Random float range, and Gauss random float. Let's do that Gauss. Yeah, this looks better. So we're going to set our decision countdown timer to something, and here we are going to decrement it. So set the decision countdown timer to, we want to subtract. Is there a minus equals? Like I see a minus, I see a blah, but I don't see like... There's no minus equals. So in order to do this, I have to actually like call get on this guy, subtract it, and then set it like that. So we'll do that. We need a branch, and the condition is going to be float is less than or equal to less than or equal to 0, then we are going to pick a random action. So it's going to be like pick random action. And we need to copy this whole mess paste it and throw it like right up here. Otherwise, do nothing. Okay, so let's make sure that we got that all working then. If we play this guy, he should not be doing what he's doing right now. Like he's going into the idle state, and on enter, we're setting the decision countdown timer to something. So what we want to do is like set a breakpoint, I guess, right here. Return value is 0? Yeah, so the reason the return value is 0 here is because we're doing it wrong. I need to stop assuming that these things actually do what I want. It's more chunk, chunk, chunk. Alright, so yeah, as soon as he gets back to idle, he waits for a little bit and then figures out something else to do. So he's actually following his AI now. And he's switching states and all that. That's not too bad. Well, I'm gonna be right back. Be about a minute, and we'll get back to actually implementing these states. So if we're digging, I think we're going to be doing kind of the same sort of things here. We need a decision countdown timer. He's gonna like dig for a certain amount of time, right? So if he's digging, what should he do? Like, just start digging, and like that's just what he does. And that's what he does right now. So why don't we just do that? So it's like digging time, digging countdown. And then we're gonna want a comment section. Be like, go to idle, something like that. And we're going to call this. So if it's less than or equal to 0 for our digging, we are going to go back to our idle. What we do need to do is we do need to switch our animation to the proper animation here. So how do we do that? So if we get our entity, we call get animation, get anim. We need to actually like fetch the animation ID. We need to get the animation ID. It's entity get animation data. Can we get animation data? Get entity, logic controller, physics, No, it's none of those. So we don't actually even have the ability to grab this stuff yet. What is this error? Set decision countdown timer? Yeah, we need to replace this. Can I actually? Yeah, so you can just drag that on there. That's cool. That works. So we need to go expose things to the editor. I mean, yeah, to the blueprint. It's going to be inside of the Dashkin entity actor H file. We need get animation data. I guess it's get entity, so it's the actual Dashkin entity. And it's animation data. So it's already available, I just need to call the right things. So it's the get entity, and we need to get animation, or is it just Dashkin entity, get animation data should be on there. It's not blueprint accessible though. Entity data, yeah, we shouldn't be able to write to it, but we should be able to read from it. It's another thing to write down in our notes. We need easy access, convenience for logic groups, logic states, logic objects, animation data. Just a lot of stuff that I need to figure out the best way to actually do things. Get all animations, get animations for type, get base entity data. We probably need these, don't we? get entity, and then we need to call anim, get anim data. And we're gonna need to get like we can't even get this off of here because none of it is blueprint accessible. So let's just make it so we can access it. And this is actually a file we shouldn't be touching, it's inside of generated. So it's a generated thing. So just make sure we can actually use all these things. There we are. So is this complaint unrecognized tired logic state? Logic state type? What the hell? This should totally be declared. Dashkin AI constants. I mean, should just. Why did it leave? Was the entity data.h? Yeah. Okay, so that's what's going on. Dashkin AI constants. That H file is wrong. It's a little bit too easy to accidentally modify generated code, it looks like. I should have more warnings all over these things. Yeah, I need to add like a big splash on these things. File start. Alright, so pound and click. This file is auto generated modifications to this file be overwritten. Alright, that's wrong. I need. To generate that all over again. There we go. That looks better. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, you can tell all of a sudden basically I just like lost all my brain power because I stopped talking, stopped doing a whole lot of stuff. And usually when that happens, it's a bad idea to do anything. So we're gonna get, yeah, we gotta compile just about everything here. So we'll compile everything. Alright. It sucks that it didn't actually keep all these things open for me. So the digging animation, we should be able to access special. Is this stuff still not fucking accessible? Like, we got the animation data. Animation data should have the animation groups on it. They're right fucking there. Like, they're literally right there. Like, I should be able to get them. Like, animation data has stuff on it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that... So you have to, like, right-click on it and then get stuff out of it? What? That's disgusting. It's special. The animation wrapper is at animation set group. stationary. And we want the animations sub-zero. Utilities for an array. We just want to array of animation wrappers and the return value. We want to get the flipbook oh, come on, there's actions taking an array of animation wrapper structures. No, we're wanting to get return the option at the index. First option is indexed at 0. The return value is not an array of animation wrappers. The return value of animations is... How do we get just index fucking 0? Is it just get? We need to call it get unique ID on the flipbook. And it's on UObject base, and we can't get it. That is retarded. Absolutely retarded that I cannot call it. And it's a base thing, so we're actually going to have to go write like a utility method for all this stuff. Do we just have a generic utilities method? We should make an object utilities method. Dashkin object utilities. Alright, so we just need to get rid of all this stuff. Get object ID. Get unique ID. This returns an uint32. I guess, yeah, we'll see. Should be a new object. Dashkin object utilities. Dashkin object utilities. See, this is call to get the unique ID of this object. And we also need to include this in our extensions runtime H file. And next to networking utilities. And now we're gonna really have to compile all the things. So that's our master H file. But that's what we do, is if they're utils, we want to be able to access them from everything without having to include more headers and other crap. That's just what you do. UN32 is not supported by Blueprint. I guess. Nah. N32? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's probably why it's not supported. Because it's a UN. I'm just like, fuck it. Which I don't understand. It'd be like, come on, just UINTs are not that big of a reach. It's just like, it's a number that cannot be negative. You're like, oh, okay. I think in Blueprint land you'd actually care about something like that. Alright. Let's just compile everything. Quick. Cool. So now we should be able to access that unique ID of the object. And it's painfully obvious that we need better utility methods to help us fetch our frickin' information. If I have to make, 7 flow nodes deep to actually get a unique ID for a flipbook in order to play it for my animation. It's like, this is just dumb. Get unique ID. Wham! Jesus Christ. There we go. That's not complex. Oh yeah, we have to call this shit all the way over here. It's inside of the white box, so that means it's organized. Just ignore all that crap. So what this should do is we should play our first special animation when we enter the dig state. And we should count down from 1 to 4 seconds. Alright, fat sack. Let's see you dig. Why aren't you digging, fat sack? So, play with duration and loop is being called. Animation ID is there, interrupt is null, so let's see. Anim data was not null, and we're gonna call play. Alright, so yeah, we totally called our play animation properly. Probably the big thing that's happening there is that it's getting overridden by our movement component. Our movement controller is like, oh yeah, well, you know. You're already, you know, we're gonna play the stationary animation. And all that. So it's getting overridden. So let's see. I think we need to add a Boolean flag to the movement object, which kind of toggles it on and off. It says like movement controls animation. We set that to false or something. Because what's happening is our movement controller, our movement object, is playing an animation. Yeah, it's calling play best animation. It's playing our best animation for our locomotion. So we should add like maybe a thing in here with a Boolean. It's like auto set animations or something. So let's set that bool, auto set animations. And we're gonna need blueprint callable method here that's like set auto anims. Will auto animate. So move an object when you set this thing up. So let's just make our getters and setters for these things. So good. We just need to actually do like play best animation. So if in auto set animations, then we play our best animation right there. Default it to true, and we should be good to go. So we'll compile that. Basically, when we go into the dig state, we're going to say, okay, stop auto animating and play this animation, and when we exit the state, then we can turn it back on. So, all we have to do, we just have to set that, and kind of at the start of our state, we can say like auto set animations to true, and states that actually want to control the animation and not have the movement system just do all the things for you. And we can also do a few other things like see if we're moving, or if we have moved, or if we're still on the ground. Do a few other things where we'll still move, but we can mess with things. So let's do entity get movement controller, and let's just do set auto anims, and we'll set that to false. so this will go down to here, and we'll call set auto enums to false right after that. And then in our on exit, we need to reset it. Alright, so he should dig now. Yeah, so he is. He's digging. And we forgot to set it to true. So he starts digging, then he goes back to his idle.